Give us a few seconds. We are also waiting for some of you. Okay, I think that we are ready now. So, welcome to today's meeting about business intelligence. We invite you to participate in webinars and learn more about the IT industry because we believe that everyone should have a chance to learn, develop, and enjoy employment security in the new digital economy. This is an opportunity to meet our mentors, like our mentor Przemek, check how we teach, and see how working in IT looks like in practice. In the meantime, when we wait for the rest of the participants to join us, let me tell you a bit about Future Colors, who we are. So, Future Colors is a programming school and the creator of innovative education with a social mission. We believe the future of the job market begins today. Just a few years from now, 90% of jobs will require knowledge of new technologies. I'm sure you know about that, and that's why you are here. And that's also why, in addition to the old division into white and blue colors, symbolizing employees performing office and manual tasks, a new category appears. New, the future colors. They constantly learn, as I assume you are, learning, develop, and change their skill set and use new technologies, such as programming or the use of business intelligence. Why? To work more efficiently and effectively. This gives them the freedom of choice, security, possibility to pursue a profession that provides them with a stable future and, of course, good money. We're proud of our innovative teaching methods, which we've been working on since 2016. We currently offer 12 intensive courses tailored to the needs of today's labor market. They ensure a quick and effective path to enter the IT industry. That's why today we want to talk to you about business and intelligence, and that's why we invited Przemysław Baran, who is our mentor, who will, I hope, share with us his knowledge. So, hi, Przemysław.
Hello.
Nice to see you here. Before I will give the microphone to Przemysław, let me tell you also a bit about business intelligence course. The business intelligence course that we offer will show you the basics of business analytics and data modeling. You will learn to use modern tools for data analysis and presentation. Real case studies will show you how business intelligence works in practice. Once you finish the bootcamp, you will be ready to work as data analyst or BI developer, as prove our alumni. The course is designed for people who work with some data in their everyday work. So you don't have to have a huge experience in analyzing data. It's enough that you know something, that you take some time during your office hours with dealing with some kind of Excel sheets. Of course, Przemysław will talk about it in a minute more. Knowledge of business intelligence will allow them to develop the skills needed to analyze and present data and perform data-based forecasting quickly and effectively. However, if you want to make sure that you are a good candidate for the course, answer these questions. 1. Do I have the ability of analytical thinking? Do I usually draw accurate conclusions? Do I see the bigger picture? If your answer is yes, then buckle up and listen to today's webinar because this may be the best career path for you. But first, let's meet our mentor. Hi, Przemek.
Hello. Good morning, evening. Sorry.
Yeah, good evening. Could you tell us a bit more about yourself?
Yeah, of course. I am a data professional with many years already in the data industry. So I started from consulting, advising companies how to, let's say, transfer data into some insights. And then I really like this environment, so I switched to more developer role, and I started as a self-studied professional. My career in Power BI. So yeah, I work on multiple Power BI projects, so a lot of good and bad practices. And yeah, recently I'm also a data architect, so I'm helping companies how to navigate through data transformations, designing flexible business intelligence solutions.
Mhm. And in the meantime, in your career path, you decided that you want to share your knowledge and join Future Colors, right?
Yeah, yeah. So together with my best friend Mihao, we wanted to like give people similar, let's say, I mean, better chances to get into IT area than we had, because we had to learn by ourselves, and it had some positive and negative sides, but we wanted to help people get faster into IT, and we created a course, business intelligence course, that is helping people to get the fundamental knowledge to work in BI industry.
Yeah, and we are grateful for that, as our a lot of students confirm this course is really helping them find new jobs.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but we will not be only talking about Future Colors and our course. We just want to give you some general knowledge on this career path. If you are interested, the easiest way to become a BI developer would be to join us on our bootcamp. However, if you are just interested in learning career paths in IT, stay with us because we will talk about it in a minute. Let me share with you a short presentation about what we will be talking about today. As you already noticed, we will be speaking English because we also offer courses in English. Well, yeah, so Future Colors is not only bootcamps, it's something more, much more. It's career consulting for the beginning. So you can check which career path is better for you. For example, during the webinars like this one, or during a one-on-one conversation with our support career council. What else? A very flexible and accessible learning method we teach online, but live with live lessons and live chats with your mentor. We have this individual approach towards every one of our students. We want this course to be the best fit for you because during one-on-one consultations and live lessons, live classes, you can speak to your not only mentor but also to your peers to find the best support in your teaching learning path. And at the end of your path in Future Colors, you will also receive support during recruitment. So we really, really advise you to join us if you want to find a secure job in IT. About today's meeting, this is the agenda. We will be talking about business intelligence and why you want to benefit from using it in your business or in your work. What are the key elements of business intelligence system and what are their functions? So this will be a short introduction to the core of business intelligence. We will also talk about Power BI as a tool used in business intelligence. What are the most common challenges facing companies? What are the best practices for using BI? What are the trends in the use of BI? And what are the advantages after learning a lot during the bootcamp like Future Colors. You have met Przemysław, you have met Future Colors. At the end of this meeting, I will also share a button for you to jump to our website about business intelligence course. If you want to join us, if you want to start your career as business intelligence developer, you can go to our one of our boot camps. The closest one starts at 12th of June, so really soon, and it will last 18 weeks, during which you will learn a lot. And if you are really interested, and we will talk about it more at the end of the meeting, you can also join workshops on creating a CV and LinkedIn profile at the end of the bootcamp. You can join workshops on effective job search. We can share your CV with our partners. However, if you decide to buy this IT job program, you will also get individual consultations, job interview with one of our mentors, a technical interview, 3 month support, dedicated job offers, and we will, of course, share your CV with our partners. Why you should want to join Future Colors? Because we work on this online platform that consists everything you need to learn online. You will have the training materials, you will join live lessons and consultations, write on chat, watch recordings of classes, because you don't have to be online all the time on our live lessons. You can also watch the recordings, and you will submit assignments for checking, because learning in Future Colors, it's not only theory, it's mostly practice. Um, if you are already interested, these are the biggest advantages of Future Colors. I will share a button to get you to our website, so you can learn more about that. That was a quick introduction. I hope that you are ready for this meeting with Premek. And remember, you can ask your questions on the chat. We are waiting for your questions, and I will ask them. So, buckle up, as I said, and let's start. So, Przemysław, what is business intelligence, and what are the main benefits of using it in your business?
So business intelligence is a field that is focusing on getting some valuable information from the data and trying to provide to business some solutions that will uh, get data from multiple areas, combine them, and present it in a way that can be valuable during some decision making processes. So this
Mhm.
is short definition.
Yeah, but how does it differ from PowerPoint presentation?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, PowerPoint, it's a very valuable tool, of course. I don't say it's not. I'm also using it. But PowerPoint is very static and it's relying on your information on your head. You have to write it down. So it requires a lot of manual work and a lot of writing and information. So of course you can do some charts in PowerPoint and present it, but still you are the bottleneck. You have to do it, so you need to spend time on it to present it. Meantime, business intelligence gives a lot of solutions, for example Power BI, which actually can create automatically reports about data. And also recently, I mean, 1 year ago, they added a feature that Power BI can generate some narrative so about the data. So Power BI can give you some explanation of the data already in the report, and then you can generate a PowerPoint out of Power BI, and this is done automatically. So I mean, PowerPoint is great, but it's kind of like old school approach, and business intelligence tools give you more flexibility, more power to combine a lot of informations, and most important, it's giving you option for automation, so you don't have to do it. It can be done once you do it, then it can be repeated, and you don't have to do it anymore. So it's yeah, a lot of benefits over here.
So, could I say that it's more advanced tool than?
Yeah, it's more advanced tool comparing to PowerPoint and Excel. So of course, BI is taking the best out of Excel and PowerPoint. Plus, it's combining the knowledge of, uh, let's say, data world I don't want to go into more details, but um, so yeah, Excel is just one element of the data, but in BI you can have databases, online resources, applications, API, chat GPT exports. I mean, whatever you want, you can combine it and then generate some information out of it. So it's more advanced. Yeah.
Okay. As I know, you mainly based on Power BI tool. Why did you choose the Power BI?
Yeah. So Power BI, it's not my opinion, but it's also Gartner analysis of the market. So Power BI is the best tool when it comes to business intelligence and visualizations. So that's the first argument. And second argument is that even before this was ranked as the best tool, I I did myself a big research on available tools. So I checked Power BI, Tableau, Looker, Salesforce, MicroStrategy. I mean, I checked a lot of tools, and actually, I myself tried to play with them, and I decided that Power BI is actually the best tool, and I want to learn it because I see the future in this tool. And so um, I can say myself that I also checked this, and I can confirm that actually yes, Power BI is the best tool when it comes to data visualizations. Why? It gives the biggest flexibility and openness for possibilities. So you can do a lot and on very advanced level. So um, yeah, I think that that would be enough for the explanations. The other tools are more narrow. I mean, they don't give you so many connections to data. They don't give you so many options for visualizations. They don't have such advanced programming language for visualization. So they are all similar, but Power BI it's for some reasons at the top. And the most important thing I would say is that Power BI is really developing from month to month. I mean, they are producing the updates constantly, and every year we have a breakthrough. Like, for example, right now we have a conference on Power BI, and they are announcing that they are creating some AI generated features for Power BI that you can write programs, visuals, Power Queries. So it's kind of, they are going on the next level even before the other guys think about it. So I think that's making them actually the leaders.
Yeah, and Power BI was made by Microsoft. Yeah, so the leading software company.
Yeah,
We can rely on them to be
yeah,
up to
they are
date.
actually they are leading in Power BI. That's for sure. Yeah.
Great. I want to speak a bit to our participants. If you have any question during our meeting, please don't hesitate. Write it on the chat because we are here to answer your questions. I
Yes.
prepared my questions to Przemysław based on the questions that we have received in Future Colors from the students or the people that are preparing to become students.
Mm.
So I hope these are the most anticipated questions and answers
Mm.
for you.
Okay.
Okay, so the next question is what are the key elements of business intelligence system and what are their functions?
Yeah. So when it comes to the elements of the BI solution, we have, let's say, two let's say parts. The first one is the backend, and the second one is the front end. So this is like a big like split. Like we have two environments, two worlds, and they have different purpose. So the I will start from the front end because this we already talked about. So the front end is where you do the magic of doing the nice visualizations, like charts. You're calculating something that the user wants. So this is where Power BI comes in. So front end is something that you're creating for the customer the reports. So this is the one element. And the second element, the heart of the solution, is the backend, is where all the magic related to data happens. So before you do any visualizations in Power BI, you have to get the data, and you have to get the data from somewhere, and this is the backend is taken care of. So they are preparing you the data sets. So this is where the ETL processes are created. ETL stands for extract, transform, and load, which means that someone needs to develop a process which is taking data from the source system into the database for Power BI. And this is the most important work that needs to be done, because um, let's say companies usually have multiple systems with multiple structures, and the work of the backend person is that they need to understand all the systems, connect them, combine them, and prepare output for Power BI. So backend is preparing you the data, and front end is visualizing you the data for the end customer.
Okay, so the same as in creating the software, right? So back and front end, we need both of them.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Mhm.
yeah. So another question, I think that it's connected to what you said. What are the most challenges that companies face when implementing a business intelligence system, and how can they be overcome?
Yeah, so I already mentioned this one. So the biggest challenge in companies is the complexity of the systems. And so, as I already mentioned, if you want to create a business intelligence solution, you need to combine data from multiple sources, and those sources can have different logic. They can be like old school, like 20 years old. They can be modern applications like AI, machine learning tools that have really different structure. So you need to combine all of those systems and data into one big data set. And this is a huge challenge. I know it might sound similar. Someone might think like, yeah, let's take this one and take this one and like let's do a plus, and what's the problem, right? So the problem is that uh, the system they have different namings. The columns are different in name. They have different data type. So one can be a integer, then second one can be a text. So you cannot combine them. And there can be different business logic running those systems. So you need to align all of this into one big table, and this will be the result that Power BI will be taking, let's say, for reporting. So the biggest challenge is the complexity and of the data architecture. So I think that the way to overcome this is to create something like one source of truth, which is like, we can call it a data warehouse or data lake, where you pour all the data, let's say, into one place, and you create a project that is developing this data lake, and you hire, I mean, from your company, specialists that think about those differences in the systems, and they try to combine them. So when you do this work once and good with proper people, and then you will save time for the next 10 years, because like when like you made sure that the quality of the data that you prepared in the data lake is good. And so it's not only for the one Power BI report, but for all the reports that will be generated, this will be the source. So you do this job once and good, and then all the Power BIs in the futures will have much easier work. Yeah.
Okay, so from what you say, I gather that it's very profitable for the companies to introduce Power BI and business intelligence to the company.
Yeah.
However, I think that many of our participants today wonder more about why should them become business intelligence developers, Power BI specialists. Why do you think? Is it profitable for a person? Is it a good career path? Should we do
Mhm.
it?
Yeah, so the short answer is yes. It's worth trying and getting into this. And more complex answer is that BI developer is a job that is within the IT area. So this is the first argument that IT is going actually pretty well when it comes to the environment, money, project. So it's like comparing to other fields, it's going well. So let's say when it comes to getting a new job or keeping a job, it's pretty, let's say, good place to be. So this is the first one. Second, the BI developer is the work where you work with data, and data is, it's not actually only a catchy phrase, but it is actually true that data is a new, let's say, gold, something like this. Uh, Maybe it's just just a naming, but the key is here that data is really important right now, and it's maybe in Poland it's not so visible, but let's say in US or in the other, let's say, European countries, let's say data is the foundation of the, let's say, business. So a lot of companies create, they conduct something like data transformation. They set up the data warehouse, business intelligence, Power BI, because they need to make decisions based on data. So this data transformation is already taking place since like 10 years ago. It started, and it's still continuing. In Poland, we are getting there. So you might not see it as much as in outside of Poland, but uh, even in Poland, since 4 years ago, it really took off. Especially the pandemics helped us to speed up this data transformation. So data is really a new gold, and people are realizing this. Companies are implementing solutions, data warehouse solutions, Power BI solutions, data visualization solutions, in order to get this knowledge out of data. So um, I think it's worth it. And the third argument is that actually working with Power BI is fun. So you can, let's say, use your creativity, you can design something. So it's also fun. Instead of only programming, you can also do some creativity. So, I mean, at least from my perspective, it's more entertaining.
Okay, yeah, I can see that you are really passionate about this. I'm really happy that you found this path for yourself. But can you tell us, is it really possible to become, I don't know, mid or just good in business intelligence without any previous experience?
Uh, Yes, it is possible to become maybe not a mid, but a good junior without the experience. So everyone needs to start from somewhere. So we know that. If you want to start, you need to get knowledge yourself, some knowledge, and you need to try something yourself. So when you overcome those two elements, you can name yourself a junior because you have seen something, maybe didn't practice, but you have seen something. So yes, it is possible to become a junior in BI. especially with proper help, like special, let's say, structure knowledge. So we have this in mind during designing our course. So uh, we prepared a knowledge set that is actually necessary for someone to start. So about business intelligence, data modeling, data visualizations, Power BI. So so you need to get the general knowledge, and then you need to practice. So we also, I mean, we are convinced that practice makes perfect. So we really want people to practice when they come on our course. So we have uh, 5 business cases, real case scenarios that give people a chance to show their skills, practice, make mistakes, because when you make mistakes, then you learn the most. Uh, so uh, so when you practice couple of cases, I think you are good to start your first job. So in my opinion, yes, you can.
Okay, yes, we believe that you can. So, if you are interested, please click on the red button with more information about the course. And if you are ready, and I hope you are, and I believe you are, join our bootcamp and start your career right now. Um, However, if you have the bootcamp ending with a certification, you have a project, at least one big project, or as in the case of BI Bootcamp in Future Colors, you have 5 real life cases. You can also succeed during this interview with your future employee. Um, with some knowledge of trends that are actually in the use of business intelligence. Can you tell us what are the trends? Of course, you mentioned that basing on data is a really big trend in business, but can we specify it according to BI, Power BI? What are the trends right now?
Yeah, so I won't tell anything rocket science because this is also in BI. And so the biggest trend right now that Power BI and all the companies are focusing is that to implement the AI solutions like on a general basis in the products. So actually in Power BI, the AI was already since the beginning. I mean, on the very let's say like low level, but it was available like machine learning or some image recognition. So like if you load a picture, then the AI can recognize if this is a person, cat, dog, bike. So it was on the very basic level, it was already there. But right now, everybody is implementing those advanced AI, like helping people to actually do the job. So they can help you. So, for example, in Power BI, AI would be generating code for you. So you have to understand what you want to get. You write it down, and then AI is generating the code for you. Next, some data transformations, AI generated ETL processes to get the data, um, and more automations and more intelligence in deployment processes. Like when you create a report, you need to promote and give it to users, so you need to deploy it to the production environment. So AI will help you to like move through this process. So in general, AI is the hot topic, and Power BI is actually, they are not trying, they actually announced it yesterday, a lot of new solutions that will have AI included in the BI solution. So it's huge. I mean, this week was like huge announcement on the Power BI. Like it's a game changer, and I don't know when we will end up next year, but it really is a big change that AI can really help you to work with the data.
Yeah, definitely. We can learn ourselves by using ChatGPT, of course.
Yeah.
So, how do you stay up to date with all the new information, all new technology? As you mentioned, conference. Is there any other source?
hmm Yeah, so I like to follow on LinkedIn. I follow the product owner of Power BI, the global product owner, so of Microsoft. You can look up people handling Power BI within Microsoft, and they are usually promoting some nice ideas from around the world. So probably they are not doing this, but there's a whole team arranging this. But like the product manager of Power BI Global from US. So I'm following him to stay up to date with some interesting new features of ideas. Also, I'm following the community, the Power BI newsletter. So Power BI product has its own blog, and the team of Power BI is posting a lot of updates, what's happening on Power BI, new features, new functionalities, new visualizations, new connectors. So everything that's happening on Power BI is there. So you can get all the knowledge from there. And when it comes to the use cases, I like to follow the YouTube channel Guy in the Cube. He's very funny guy who has really funny approach to videos, but he really has a lot of knowledge on Power BI and data architecture. And my favorite blogs are the radcat.com and SQL BI. I can write it down.
Yeah, please.
Uh, so they usually post some nice information on data in general, but mostly Power BI. So yeah, that would be most information sources that I
Mhm.
use.
Okay, thank you. That is a great idea, actually, to follow the product owner or product manager of the tool that you are using. I will definitely do it today. Look for the tools that I'm using on my everyday work life.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. And dear participants, bear in mind that we will be soon coming to the end. So this is the perfect time to ask your questions.
Sure.
I have more questions to Przemek. We will also speak about the bootcamp in some detail because I'm really interested in what we can learn during the bootcamp. So you can also get the information what are the basics to become the junior BI developer. So one of the frequent questions that we hear in Future Colors
Mhm.
are what's the difference between BI and data science? Is it the same? Is it different?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a very, let's say, common and big question. We actually already conducted a webinar. It's in Polish, but yeah, we had already a webinar on this one. So, giving you the short answer, it's very, very related. I would say that business intelligence is more like a mother of, let's say, all the data topics, and data science can be a part of this, let's say, solution. So I mean, I treat data science as special forces. Like, you have military and you have normal soldiers, and then you have special forces. So for me, data science is like a special forces. So you have like business intelligence, and like you have normal soldiers, like everybody's doing their job, but then something comes up like, Jesus, I have to combine different systems and they're really strange. I cannot do it. So then special forces comes in, data science, they figure out some fancy solution using Python, Spark, Scala, whatever they have on the code, and then they come up with some solution, and then you move on with the process. So that's how I see it, and that's how usually data science is used for in the big projects. So data science is like really clever guys who or girls. Usually, I mean, there are more girls actually coming to the field, which is really cool. So a lot of people that are really clever and they know how to handle data, they know how to program, and they can really figure out fancy solutions on the data. So it's kind of similar, on the same path, but like data science is more like specialized.
Okay, so the same as in the army, I assume you can start by being just a soldier, general soldier, and
Yeah,
move to the special forces, right? So,
yeah, exactly.
so if you decide to start with business intelligence because you have some experience in working with Excel and not Power BI but PowerPoint,
Yeah.
or you just like analyzing data, you can
Mhm.
just start here and then quickly move to data science if you think that BI is not for you or not enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, that's a good idea. So you start from here where you have normal life, normal projects, and when you will feel that it's not enough for you or you need some more advanced stuff, some Python coding scripts and whatever, then you can move into data science, learn Python, and just become a data scientist. I think it's even better because your journey will be more interesting. You will work in the BI already. You will see some stuff. You will know where you want to go. So it's actually pretty good, let's say, path.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely, we invite you to look for more information about the bootcamp and to try thinking that you could be a BI developer. So as I mentioned, we are waiting for your questions. However, we have already said that during the bootcamp, you can learn how to use Power BI and process data within this tool. You will create interactive BI reports and learn the best practices used in this process.
Mhm.
And we didn't speak about that you will learn how to obtain business requirements from the client. So this is a bit of soft skill, you would say.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, we also included this in the course. It's usually not a normal thing that you would find in the business intelligence courses. This is something like cherry on top, I would say. But I mean, decided that it's really important to get this knowledge because usually you are the person who is talking to the business and you need to understand the requirements, transform it into the technical stuff. So uh, it's really important. Usually people underestimate this, but we think that you need to understand the basics.
Yeah, so these cherries that you mentioned, they come from the experience. A really experienced mentors created this course, and if you want to learn not only the basics to help you just create your CV and send somewhere, if you really want to get a job, you need to have these cherries, this backup to shine during your interview. And the other cherry that I imagine is that you will be able to load, clean, and merge the data from multiple sources using Power Query.
Yeah.
That's another additional advantage that you get from the bootcamp.
Yeah, exactly. So we created the case studies that are using Excel, APIs, online databases, um, Excel, TXT files. So you can play with a lot of sources. They're really common in the normal projects. So when you go through those, you'll be really, let's say, prepared for the real life. So we are giving you an opportunity to work with real case scenarios.
Yeah, definitely. So if you are interested, remember to go to our website, learn more about that. And if you are at the beginning of your maybe research through the IT or the IT paths, You can also take the free aptitude test on futurecolors.com, where you can answer a few questions about yourself, and you will get the information in which direction you should go. I will, in just one moment, share with you another button so you can go to this
Mhm.
test. And I advise you to take it. It resembles the Gallup test, but it's shorter, it's more precise, and it will show you which career path you can take. Not one, but for example, 5 different jobs that you can land if you pursue this path, if you learn, so you can change your career. If you are not interested in what you are doing anymore, uh, it's a good start to do it right now. Przemek, so maybe something more personal. What is your passion in business intelligence right now? Is it using the chat GPT AI, or you are looking for some new tools? What are you crazy about right now?
Yeah, so I will say that I'm not so crazy about AI. I really, myself, I think that when you want to really be a developer, you need to do some stuff yourself. So I would recommend to learn yourself and try like write stuff yourself. And more important, AI is doing errors. So you need to understand where the errors are, so you need to understand everything what you are asking for. So when it comes to me, actually I'm really into right now data processing, data engineering, transforming data. And actually right now I'm learning more and more Python to like, let's say, put my skills in data transformations on the next level. So say, yeah, I mean, I'm learning more technologies to become a data engineer, like because in my future I would like to become someone who can understand and lead like whole, let's say, business intelligence project. So both the back end data engineering and the front end. So I would like to really be a angel who's guiding people how to implement those projects. It would be really cool right now.
Yeah, that's a great goal. I keep my fingers crossed for you. And what came to my mind is that you have to remember that working in IT is the lifelong learning. It's constant development. Uh, yeah, it's something that you have to do if you want to keep up to the date, get all the newest information. Do you agree, Przemek?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I can tell from my experience that I learned Power BI 7 years ago, maybe 8. And I mean, right now, I mean, Power BI, it's so much different. I mean, I can say that the transformation is like 180 degrees. So it's like the possibilities that you have right now, the features, the options, the AI, machine learning, online, everything. It's like you need to really keep up, updating your knowledge, trying, exercising in order to stay on the top. Because when you, let's say, learn and stop, then the train will
Go
go.
without you. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's really important. Good that you mentioned this, that IT is a well-paid job, of course, but you really also need to keep up with the information. So you really need to like it. I mean, I like to read about data, so I like to like click and read about it. So it's really important to choose a topic that is interesting for you, because this is what you are going to read 8 p.m. when you are sitting on your couch, or 7 a.m. when you eat your breakfast, whatever. I mean, so it's kind of special attitude that you have to have.
Yeah, definitely. And if you want to check if IT is for you, you can click on the button here, free aptitude test, and learn more. It is an absolutely free test. You can take it anywhere and whenever you want. You will receive the results by email. It will take you approximately 15 to 30 minutes to complete the test. And please respond honestly, even if you don't like the answer. You will learn if even if you want to work in IT, if it's your biggest dream, you will learn if it's for you. Of course, you can also contact us on futurecareers.com, speak to our advisors who are here to help you choose the optimum career path. You can also browse through our base of frequently asked questions. You can find webinars on our website because we already have a few webinars in English. We also have them in Polish if you are interested. You can learn more about your future, and I hope that it will be your future. Thank you. Wow, that's a great emoticon. Thank you, Przemek. Uh, we are going to end this meeting, even though it was really great. We have learned a lot of new information about the bootcamp, about business intelligence. Przemek, at the end, if you could share some wisdom with the people that are thinking about choosing business intelligence from your perspective, your experience. Is it good path? Is it good for anyone or for people who have some special skills? How to encourage people to try?
Uh, I think it's very broad and very interesting area. Let's see, business intelligence. So I think that if someone is interested into it, you will find your let's say your place. When it comes to let's say requirements, I think that you need to like to play with the data. So if I send you an Excel file with 10,000 rows and I ask you to create a pivot table with some statistics or to create a chart, you will be smiling, not crying. That would be,
Excited.
or excited, yeah. So that would be a first step. If you smile or if you're excited, then it's a good sign that it's a good direction.
Okay. And if you want to spend 18 weeks with Przemek and Michał learning some exciting things, please go to our website, click on the right button, join our course, and we will make sure that you get all the information needed for you to get a new job in IT. Thank you so much, Przemek. See you on one of our boot camps. Have a great evening
Thank you. You
and
too. Thank you
yeah,
for the meeting.
thank you. See you next time.
Bye
Bye.
bye.